All right, we're going to go back on the record in 2023 CR 0042, Brittany Brown, and where we left off, Ms. Brown, you had told me some issues you were having. All right, I'm not a medical doctor, but before you go off of medication, it may be best for you to contact your doctor to see if that's something you should be doing. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So on this one, she was placed on probation in 2023. I'm not going to extend her. So probation, you all are recommending on Ms. Brown, you all are recommending SATIF.
Judge, the recommendations for DDRF.
All right, DDRF. All right, and has she already been approved? There's no other,
Your Honor, I believe there was a similar issue with when she got off her medication to go to SATIF, and then the SATIF didn't accept her after that. And then I think, at least according to my client, there was an issue with DDRF not accepting her because she had gone off of her medication. So I think there was an issue on.
all right,
Both sides.
so Ms. Brown, are you currently on your medications?
No, and I haven't been able to get back on them since SATA told me to get off of them so I can go to the program. And I got off of them and they just still denied me, and then I still haven't been able to get on meds. They haven't given back to me, and I've been off since April.
All right, so here's my question. The medication you've received, who was that through?
It was through here.
All right, so probation. Can we make sure that the jail knows that she's supposed to be on medication? So that,
So it looks like the eval is for MIC supervision only,
okay,
not for inpatient.
all right. So state, that was Mr. Dunn. My understanding is the state wanted to continue her.
Yes, they were asking to continue and extend for 2 years as well as DDRF, and we were asking. We weren't opposed to the continuation or to the extension, Your Honor. We were just asking for outpatient treatment, given the circumstances with the difficulty getting into DDRF and for SATIF.
All right, and so in reading violation of condition number 15, I think the name in that violation is incorrect.
It is, Your Honor. And I discussed that with the COO, at least the main one. She was aware of that issue. Both violations that are alleged are still for Ms. Brown. I think there was just a typo in the name.
All right, so you have no objection to the oral amendment to the correct name in the violation of condition 15? All right, so Ms. Brown, have you ever been out of custody since you've had this charge?
Well, yeah.
All right, so have you been out of custody while you've been on probation before? All right, so,
I'm sorry.
no problem. All right, so you were placed on probation and then you were out of custody, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and my understanding, we had DDRF was not available because of her length of probation.
Correct. She would need at least 1 year remaining for DDRF.
Okay, all right. So who were you living with?
My mom.
And has anyone talked to her mom to see if her mom wants her back in the home?
I have not been in contact with them.
All right. Do you have your mother's number?
Yes.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, because I don't want to set her up to fail. If you'll give her number to your counsel, then if you in probation can speak to her
Okay.
to see if she is okay with her going back to her home, then I'll be able to have an idea of what to do with this case. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And probation, is drugs an issue in this case? Or I should say illegal substances?
I don't show any recent UAs, Judge.
Okay.
Probably because she had been in custody for these evaluations. The last UAs were failed to submit and a negative back in July of last year.
Okay, so what's gonna end up happening, your attorney, you're gonna give him your mother's number, and then the attorney in probation can speak with her. And if for some reason that's not an appropriate place for you to live, then we will figure out somewhere else for you to stay. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, is there anyone ready before we take up a case with several witnesses? All right, you'll need to have them pull the file. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I do have Mark Lewis. It's underneath the bottom of the file. Yes.
This is, we have a motion to step on that we filed in an MTR that's remanded. State has an agreed amount. Do you need me to help bring my client present, and when
Yes.
would that be?
Just get a setting from Ms. Ferguson and we'll take it up.
No, nothing tomorrow, right?
You want to get them here today?
Possibly.
Okay.
Oh, but it's too late for the satellite cutoff.
Oh, they don't do satellite
They don't do
anymore
satellite.
unless, what is your client
It's a
charge?
drug case, so they will accept that it's a drug case, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yeah, as long as it's not a family violence underlying, I checked.
all right.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Sure, you're welcome. All right, are you all ready to proceed on Lewis? All right. Court is going to call 2022 CR 8453, State of Texas versus Mark Daniel Lewis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Amir Memorial, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right, Mr. Lewis, did you review the document counsel, you're on this side.
Sorry, Judge.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Are you the same Mark Daniel Lewis who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8453 for the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon with a felony conviction on January 13th, 2023 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Mark Daniel Lewis did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October and November 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
No objections.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 6 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Your Honor, I think that the state's gonna make one recommendation and the defense is gonna request something else.
All right.
But the state is requesting state ISF followed by gang/ISP. And then to hold GPS and SOMU in advance.
All right. And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, couple of things. Mr. Lewis understands the seriousness of what he's facing, Judge. In the state ISF, my understanding is where he got into trouble before, correct? Yes. And so he was in lifetime recovery, Judge. That's what he's requesting the court to give him the opportunity to prove himself, get back on treatment with lifetime recovery. Judge, I also have a letter from a Mr. Juan Trejo testing to Mark's character, Judge. I don't know if you want to see that or not.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. So here's my question. I remember him. He's been before me previously. And previously it was a violation of 15G. He said that there were issues with ISF. I believe he said, I think either people were doing drugs or something else was going on in treatment. Someone was trying to fight someone, or they had Fight Club at the ISF. And I said, okay, we're going to check into that. And then what I ordered after he pled true to violation of 15G, I denied the motion, and it was the alternate mean conditions, and he was supposed to go to lifetime recovery. And people, it seems, are leaving lifetime recovery without telling me and leaving without my permission. So we need to start with 1, why did he leave lifetime recovery? And 2, why shouldn't I revoke him and send him to prison? So that's where I am.
If I can, I'll have
Sure.
to answer the first question.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Mark Lewis.
All right.
Mr. Lewis, if you can tell the court why you left lifetime recovery the first time, sir.
I had gotten placed on a zero tolerance contract with my counselor.
Mhm.
I was sent there by yourself, Your Honor, for a period of the 3-month program, and I was 2 weeks away from completion when placed on a zero contact order because somebody there had left his cell phone and they assumed it was mine and it wasn't, but that's beyond the point. I was on a zero tolerance order, and then I gotten in trouble, and somebody was cutting hair there, and they were cutting my hair, and they came and they said they're gonna write both of us up, and I took that to mean that they were going to violate the zero tolerance order. So I jumped to conclusions, and I reacted wrong, and I left. I have no other excuse besides that, no other reason. That's what happened, and that's why that did happen. But I was doing the program, and I was 2 weeks from completion when all that happened, and everything just,
And what drugs have you been using since we have not seen you?
honestly, I got back on IV usage of methamphetamine. I gotten really bad, like within 2 weeks of.
Oh, no, I can tell by your appearance.
Yes, ma'am. I had gotten really bad within 2 weeks of there, and And I really wanted to, I had found myself, I lost it again.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm not sending him to lifetime recovery. He is going to safety, or either if felony drug court accepts him, he can be at felony drug court, but he is not going back to lifetime recovery. So those are his choices.
Judge, I would suggest that we go to safety first and give him the opportunity to go into treatment and get that done, Judge.
All right, anything else from either side? All right. Violation of condition number 4 is true. I'm going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include safety, and we can refer him to felony drug court. I don't think they're going to accept him with if there's a gang issue with him. He's to remain in custody until transferred to safety or felony drug court.
Your Honor, if he does not qualify for safety due to his sex offender registration, would the court consider state ISF again?
All right.
And Judge, I'm checking on that with our coordinator for safety to find out if they'll take him, if it's just registration and not the current offense.
Okay. So we'll do safety or felony drug court. If for some reason neither of those places will take him, we'll bring him back here and I'll consider something else. And he's to remain in custody until transfer. And there is going to be GPS partial for treatment, any probation visits, and work only. If you come back here again, your fault, somebody else's fault, what's going to end up happening is they're going to file a motion to revoke, and you're looking up to 6 years in prison. And this tier thing, not going to work.
And Judge, I did confirm they will not accept him at safety due to his registration requirements.
All right, we'll see if felony drug court will take him. If they do not, then, well, so you all want to come back. If felony drug court does not accept him, then state ISF, that's cognitive and substance abuse.
I only do one track.
All right, substance abuse track then. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing, no. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Maybe it's you, Your Honor?
Yes. All right, do you all have, could I see the file on Kendrick Ward? Oh, Mr. Ward, come forward. Hello. Afternoon. So the state has filed a motion to withdraw the motion to enter adjudication of guilt. So I'm going to show that it's withdrawn, and I'm going to make a notation that it was withdrawn with the noted violations here. All right. So I'm not taking any of this as true. It's been withdrawn, but I'm telling you that you had better get in line, because if you don't get in line, you know what could potentially happen? You could be getting in line at the prison. So if you don't want to end up potentially in prison, you better get in line. All right, is there anything you need help with from probation?
Probation has been pretty smooth.
All right, just talk with them to see if there's any reporting that they need from you. All right.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. All right, is there anyone before we take up the hearing on Jaime Torres? Oh, you all reached her? Okay, go ahead and step out and let me see if you all can reach her. And then after that, I'll take up the Torres matter. Norma, I just got your email. All right, Norma, yes, go ahead and have him come in for compliance. And if you can forward this to probation as well, maybe we won't need a compliance. I'm gonna forward it to Norma and have her give it to you. That's right, any update? Oh, no, just go ahead and call her. And then if she's on the line, you can grab probation. All right, sure. Pia and Laura, there are a lot of people who are catching COVID again.
We're not gonna get it, Judge.
No, it's knocked on my door a few
Not
times.
here.
You know what? It's knocked on my door for a few times, and you know what I always say? She's not here. Who would you like to speak to? Don't answer. And then Jose Cordova, could you pull the file on Jose Cordova? Mr. Cordova, are you Jose Cordova? Have you had contact with your client? I mean, your attorney? No, have you had contact with her at all? Okay, all right, it's supposed to be a PTD. And she was here last time, so you haven't filled out any paperwork for a pretrial diversion? All right, just give us a moment. We're gonna see if we can get her on the phone. Trey? All right, let's bring Brittany back up again. Probation on this case, before we go on the record, is there a place for her or something we can do if her mother decides not to let her live with her?
I can see what housing resources we've received from our reentry specialist
Okay,
and print those out for her just so she can have for her release.
all right. And then we're gonna go back on the record in 2023 CR 0042, State versus Brittany Brown. So, Ms. Brown, have
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
talked to your mom on the phone? All right, did you ask her if you could stay with her? And what did she say? All right, here's the thing. If I go on your word and allow you to live with your mom, probation is gonna call, and if your mother says you can't live there, you can't live there.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include Mick, because I see where she is eligible for Mick, correct?
Yes, Judge.
So we'll place her on the Mick caseload. And do you have a case manager or anything of that nature with Center for Healthcare Services? All right, so we're gonna do a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. You're gonna need to provide a release to probation. And you need to let them know who your case manager is. And you're to reside with your mother. And you're to make sure that probation has that address. Do you understand? Probation, is there anything else she needs?
The only other thing, Judge, would be if you want to order some type of outpatient component for her, the dual diagnosis outpatient.
All right, we'll do dual diagnosis outpatient. And my previous conditions will stand. And there's also to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And counsel, once she is stable on all her medications, you can always come back and change that. So for now, if you want to be around minor children, even if they're your own children, your mother or some adult that's approved by probation must be present. And that's just until you get back stabilized on your medications. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. If there are issues or something's happening at your house, maybe you and your mom are not getting along. Because I tell people all the time that when you live with somebody else, if you're living in their space, their rules apply. No matter how old we are and it's our mom, if they want the television off at 10, TV must be off at 10, whether you're 12 or 30. All right?
Right.
If something happens where you all get in an argument and she say you have to leave, don't just throw your hands up. If she wants you to leave, you come back to court or call your probation officer and we'll figure something out. Don't just fall off the face of the earth and then you're back in blue. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Have you excused?
Yes, yes. They probably won't release you till 1 a.m. You're welcome. All right, are the parties ready on Jaime Torres?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, come forward. He has several witnesses. Do y'all want to do this from there? Because how many witnesses do you have?
Had 20 before. Lunch, I think,
Yes. All right, so somebody is not appropriately addressed who wants to testify, so you'll just need to borrow a jacket from somebody. Okay. Yes. All right, so do you show that the paperwork's been done? Okay, all right, then let's reset it for the 30 days.
Okay.
What date? Okay,
I can do July 22nd.
all right. Mr. Cardoza, yes. You've been accepted into the pretrial diversion program. They're going to give you a reset form for July the 22nd. So once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused, okay? All right, thank you. All right. Oh, you can have a seat at this table.
Okay.
Family violence,
Yes.
they need a seat. Yes. I told him to get a reset form from you. All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 4913, 2024 CR 4914, 2024 CR 5080, State of Texas versus Jaime Torres. Can I have parties announced for the record, for the state,
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Tommy Vaughn for Mr. Torres.
All right, and are you Mr. Torres?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea on May 20th. And each of these cause numbers, you entered a plea of guilty. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. According to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, and in some cases, there's restitution, and the cases are to run concurrently. And my understanding, the only request in this case was a TAP evaluation. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, you are, just one moment. You're opposed to the application. Do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, call your first witness.
Okay, we'll start off with,
Who wants to go first? Okay. You take a seat here, please.
Adjust the microphone, please.
Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, take a seat, make sure you keep your voice up so that I can hear and the court reporter can hear.
Mhm.
If you'll state your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Elizabeth Horace.
All right, defense.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry, no, he has questions.
thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, so this will be question and answer.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So how do you know Jaime?
I know Jaime, I'm the middle sister of 5 kids.
And this can be a little tedious, but it's the legal system. We can't assume, so is he your brother?
Sorry, yes, he is my brother.
Okay. And where do you live?
Currently I live in Los Angeles, California.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
For a living, I am a personal trainer and I am a college student to go into nursing.
Is it safe to say you've known Jaime all of his life?
Yes, all my life. I left when I was 18. So I've known him since when he was like, I left and he was 12. But I've kept contact with my whole entire family. I've come twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. So I've been very involved in his life.
Do you know Jaime to be a violent person?
Absolutely.
Were you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but were you shocked? How did you feel when you found out what Jaime had done? And
I was very shocked. So sorry, because that's my little brother. He's the sweetest, brightest kid. Enjoys playing. He dreams about the future. We all plan about the future together. So it was very shocking to hear because that is out of his character. That is not who he is. And it surprised me as much as it did to the rest of my family that this is what was happening. That is not of his character. So I know that there was other influences involved, and that is not an excuse. But I know when he is with his family, he is so gentle, kind, and would never want to hurt anyone.
where did y'all grow up?
We grew up in San Antonio, Texas, and Trumbull Road.
Okay. And do your folks still live there?
Yes,
Okay. And is that where Jaime lived?
yes.
And if the court were to place Jaime on deferred adjudication, community supervision, would he be able to live there?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask a question of you. Do you promise to monitor and mentor Jaime to make sure that he follows the rules of our society?
Absolutely. I mean, I want a time where he can come and live with me and just get him on the right path. And I know that I'm gonna do my best as far as I live, since I do come out a lot to my home, that I want to be a good guidance of him as well and support him.
Are you committed to also ensuring and helping that Jaime follows any and all orders of the court?
Yes, I'm very committed.
I'll pass the witness.
State.
Does your family still live, it's on that Trumbull Road? Trumbull Road?
Yes.
Okay, I don't wanna say the actual
No.
address because we're streamed, but were you aware that one of these robberies actually happened a couple houses down from your home?
I was aware.
And it happened around 3 in the afternoon is my understanding. So he was at one point in your house and still committed these acts, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that it's alleged that in at least that incident, he had a handgun, are you?
No.
Well, your brother looks like, if I do the math real quick, he's about 19 years old, does that sound about right?
18.
Were you aware that it's illegal to own a handgun below the age of 21?
Yes.
Where did you get a handgun?
I don't know. I mean, we're in Texas too. Another law, so you can just get it done
No,
at any age.
there's still an age requirement on the handgun, but I'll pass the witness.
All right, any follow-up questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Call your next witness. You raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Everyone, just give me 2 minutes, please. I'm sorry about that. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please.
Yes, my name is Gerardo.
All right, defense?
How do you know Jaime?
He's my brother. I'm one of the oldest. I've known him all my life.
Okay. And where do you live?
I live, my dad's neighbor. I live on 20420.
Oh, you don't have to give your address, just where do you live?
Okay, well,
In Bear County?
Barrett County, yes,
Okay.
South San Antonio.
Okay. And how long have you lived in San Antonio?
30 years.
Okay.
I'm 30 right now. Yeah, live in San Antonio right now.
What emotions, or what went through your head when you found your brother got arrested?
A lot of mixed emotions. I mean, anger. I mean, I felt like he let us down because I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Nobody was expecting that from him, especially knowing the way he was. I mean, back then he was always playing sports, dressed differently. He's a different kid. Started hanging around with a different type of crowd and totally changed him. And it disappointed me. It disappointed me bad because that's not what we teach them. That's not what we are.
Were you raised in a household that instilled good moral values or moral character?
Yes, yes. My dad and my mom, I mean, always disciplined us good, gave us good morals, values, go to church.
Okay. And so what do you do now for a living?
I'm a truck driver and I also do landscaping.
Are you willing to help guide and mentor Jaime to follow any and all orders from this court?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Why?
First of all, I mean, he's my brother. I love him and I don't want to see him go down the bad path, you know. I don't want to see him go through that. So I'm always going to be there for him. I've always been there for him and he knows that. So that's my promise. I mean, I'm going to try my best to. I've told him so many times that help you get your CDL, you know, that way you could get on trucking with me and everything. And that's the way it is.
Are the crimes that Jaime committed consistent with your family's values?
No, sir. No, because we don't. I mean, I've never been in trouble with the law. None of my family members have been in trouble with the law. Like, you know, like basically been the first one who's ever been on that suit.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
State?
You were saying that Jaime was being influenced by other people. Who is that?
I believe his friends that he would hang around with when he was in school. Cause the way whenever they would come and pick him up, sometimes I would. It's kind of not hard to see, you know, the way people dress and the way they are and what they're doing.
And at that time, you never said anything to Jaime?
No, I mean, I would tell him like you're hanging around with the bad crowd, but I mean, I didn't know what he was doing. He wouldn't tell us what he was doing until we found out when he got arrested.
And so you said that you lived on can you say the road's name again?
Trumbull Road?
Thank you.
Yes.
So you live there, so you're aware again that this crime happened maybe a house or two down from.
I wasn't aware that the crime happened because I wasn't here. I was working. So I wasn't even aware of what happened until we got the call.
And you were unaware and you weren't there because you were.
I was working.
And so have you switched jobs?
I'm a truck driver and I do landscaping.
So do you plan on switching jobs?
No, I make really good money as a truck driver.
I bet you do,
Yeah.
but part of it is that if you're saying that you're gonna mentor him and monitor him, well, you weren't there the first time that this happened, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I was working.
No, I understand that, sir. Pass
You
it.
know, when I get home or when I see him, I always talk to him and be there for him whenever he's there.
Pass the witness, Judge.
All right, any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, call your next witness. Thank you. All right, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand and have a seat. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Jaime Torres.
All right, state. I'm sorry, defense.
Who is Jaime?
This is my son.
Okay. Do you understand that he robbed 3 people at gunpoint on 3 separate occasions?
Yeah, I understand that.
Are those actions consistent with how you raised him?
No, because I raised him. I think I raised him real good. I think I never, so right now, I'm never make a mistake with my kids to raise him as a good boy, as a good citizen.
So, you know, these 3 crimes were committed over the course of 5 or 6 days. Did you ever have any problem with him when he was growing up in school?
No, nothing. He was a good kid, everything.
Did he ever get in trouble at school?
No, never. He was in sports. I tried to put on football, soccer, everything. He was good. Good kid. Sometimes I take him with me to go to work with me on the big truck. He's going with me and always. And then he say, "Hey, Dad, I want to be a truck driver when I grow up." Say, "Okay, that's good. That way you can help me to drive a truck." And I mean, it was everything was good.
So, I mean, it's hard to, I mean, did you not once ever get a phone call from a school principal or a coach stating that Jaime had acted up at school?
No,
Okay. And so, do you recall when he graduated?
oh yeah, when he graduate. Yeah,
When was that? Last December?
no, yeah.
Okay.
He get not on the school. It was another program that he gets. Yeah, he do it and he got his certificate.
Okay. And so if you made it 18 years of first 18 years of life, never even get in trouble at school, what happened, you know, 4 or 5 months ago?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes you know your son. Sometimes you know with the people they how do you say they involve in other kids or whatever because I never shown that any bad thing, not to hurt anybody, not to rob any candy. I mean, not like that. All my kids they're good. Thanks God, they were good. I think we were doing a good job. My wife and I mean, it hurts. It hurts a lot to my son do that to the people, whatever they do. I mean, say sorry for them. I mean, I'm sorry, and I love my kid. I love him.
Was this or has this been a wake up call to the family that I guess the path that Jaime was starting to make? I don't know if you just say starting to go down, but progressing toward for sure. And are you committed to getting him back on the right track?
Oh yes, of course, yes. I'll be a little bit more strong on that. Working with him and everything. Straight your life because I don't want to see him in jail no more. Never, because it hurts. Did you see us on jail?
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Nothing from the state.
All right, thank you. You may step down. Defense, you want to help him down?
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
Your Honor. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. All right, call your next witness.
That'll be it, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything your client wishes to say?
He's fully prepared to answer anything.
No, I mean, if he wants to say something, he can. He'll be subject to cross-examination from the state. I mean, if he doesn't want to say anything, of course, he doesn't have to.
No, you just give her the letter. You'd have to.
Otherwise, I will tell you all, both parties, I've reviewed this refamiliarized myself with the stipulations. And I've listened to all of the testimony. I do understand that nobody wants their child to go to prison, right? But here's the problem. And I don't know, family, if you are aware what's in the stipulation. And one of the stipulations, guess what? When people make phone calls from the jail, those are recorded. And sometimes when people make phone calls from the jail, you get used to making phone calls from the jail. And even though the phone call from the jail will tell someone, this is being recorded, they give you the whole thing. And then when it reaches the person on the outside on their line, it will tell them, this is a phone call from, and I forget, they've changed the system that's used now. And they will tell you it's from inmate. And then they give all their numbers. And I know people say that people hanging out with the wrong crowd, that's the issue. But the people who are with him, if they were to come before me, you know what they would say? They would say, my son, my daughter, whoever it is, was hanging out with the wrong crowd. And I would say, who is it? And they would say it's him. And the reason why I bring up the phone calls is because in the case number ending in 4914, in the stipulations, you know what it says? And I always take notes, but I'm going to tell you what it says in the stipulations so you will know. On March 22nd, 2024, a jail call was located in IC Solutions. So whenever people are at the jail, they call and the person on the receiving end, usually they have to pay. The first call is always free. And it says IC Solutions of a call, Jaime. That's him because of all the defendants, he's the only Jaime. Jaime had placed to his mother on February 21st, 2024 at 13:33:54 hours. The call is in Spanish. I was advised by the clerk that in Jaime's call, he explains to his mother the details of his arrest. In the jail call, which had some static, Jaime is heard telling his mother that the guns were given to Gabriel. Gabriel was supposed to get rid of the guns, but he didn't and was caught with them. So when you all say he's hanging with the wrong crowd, I guarantee you Gabriel's mom and his family would be saying he's the wrong crowd because guess what? He gave me the guns and told me to get rid of them and I didn't. So this isn't a situation where, oh, somebody's never been in trouble before. They've never committed any aggravated robberies before. And, you know, Gabriel is coming along, leading him astray. Because again, he's the one in the jail phone call to his mother, telling her that Gabriel was supposed to get rid of the guns and he didn't. And I understand people come to me, they say, hey, he's only 18. But in each one of these cases, somebody could have been killed. And for what? It was over Air Jordans. The other case was they go up to a guy who smells like marijuana and he's trying to sell marijuana, which by the way, Ethan is not getting that $50 back because you shouldn't be standing on the corner trying to sell marijuana. That's the cost of doing business. And so they ask him for a change and then they take off running, pulling out guns. Any bystander could have been shot. And I guarantee you, if one of your family members were out there and they were running around pulling guns and they shot one of your family members, you would understand. And then they are going on offer up. I don't do offer up, but I imagine it takes a lot to go on offer up to see, first of all, oh, is somebody selling something on offer up? How do we set them up? There's some planning in that because you have to say, who's going to have the guns? Where are we going to meet them at? And how do we get this person's items that they're trying to sell without paying them? Offer some Air Jordans. So I've heard everybody's testimony. I've internalized the testimony. I'm not going to grant him deferred adjudication. He's going to prison. The only question is how long. State is requesting a cap of 10 years. Defense, I'm sure you want something less than a cap of 10. So I will hear argument as to the cap of 10. State, do you want to go first?
Yes, Judge. I believe 10 years is appropriate in this case. These are 3 separate incidents where guns were pointed at people again when they didn't need to be. It's 3 instances within 5 days with a 5-day span. It's a spree. People could have been killed. So the state is asking for 10 years.
All right. And defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, Jaime is 18 years old. I'm concerned that, in TDC, now he's going to be getting a higher education in criminal activity. He's certainly going to be punished and community will be kept safe. But as you can see, once he is released from TDCJ, he has a tribe to help get him back on his feet and reintegrate him into society. Taking his youthfulness, frankly, 5 years from now, he'll really just have become a man. His brain will have finally fully formed. And so I think a 5-year sentence is appropriate.
Okay, all right. This is what the court is going to do. In 2024 CR 4913, the court is finding you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with 2024 C 5080 and 2024 CR 4914. There's to be no contact with Gabriel Ibarra. That's with a Y. Solomon Job, J-O-B. Jacinto, Jacinto Garcia. Okay, I'll see if I can talk to them. Ethan Espinoza. And state, I'm not going to order the $50 for Ethan Espinoza.
Judge, I believe the restitution was also, it was on 2024 CR 4914. It was for the Jordans that were taken.
Let me see.
That should have been where the restitution was put.
And 4913, it says.
4914, Judge.
Okay, so I'm at 4913, where it says there was an exchange, there was a request for, let me see, just a second. Oh, we haven't got to that yet. So I'm on 4913, and let me see. All right, so 4913, I don't see the Jordans in that case. Is there a second case involving Ethan and Jordans?
So the case number I had that under was 2024 CR 4914. That was the Ethan Davis with the Jordans, Judge.
Okay, no, this is Ethan Espinoza.
Right, it was a different, there's two Ethans. Which
Yes,
make it super
so
confusing.
I'm in 4913 and Ethan Espinoza is the one with the marijuana.
Yes, Judge.
So
Sorry, I
I'm
was just
not,
trying to-
okay, no problem. So I'm not giving him his $50 because he shouldn't be selling marijuana.
Of course, Judge.
Okay. And then, let me see, and I'm gonna sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. And then in the cause number ending in 4914, court is finding you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 5080, 2024 CR 4913. Now that's the case with the Air Jordans.
Yes, Judge.
And what's the price on the Air Jordans?
$180, Judge.
All right, there's going to be restitution of $180 to, let me see,
I believe it was Ethan Davis.
to Ethan Davis. There's to be no contact with Ethan Davis, Gabriel Ibarra, Solomon Job Jacinto Garcia, and the court is sentencing you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 5080, court is finding you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 4914, 2024 CR 4913. There's to be no contact with Gabriel Ibarra, Solomon Job Jacinto Garcia, Ethan Espinoza, Ethan Davis. It's going to be 8 years in the prison. Credit for any time served. And is there any restitution?
Judge, the last contact we had from the complainant on this case, it was Christian Guerrero Lopez. He indicated that it was $200 restitution, but I don't know where that number came from.
All right. There's to be no contact with Christian Guerrero. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in either of these cause numbers?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal in each of these cause numbers?
Not since May the 20th.
All right. All right. If you'll review those with your client, please. All right. Did you review those, Mr. Torres? And did you sign them? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. There are some things, when you're putting other people's life in danger, that's an issue. And there's no amount of tears that can take that back what you did. And all over a pair of Air Jordans. I know Air Jordans are expensive depending on which one you have, but you can't do it. And then your mind frame still wasn't right because in the phone call to your mother, you're telling her that Gabriel should have got rid of the guns. I don't know what's wrong with young people running around acting like this is grand theft auto and that there are no consequences. And the fact that your sister comes up here, she doesn't have any criminal history. She's trying to live her life in California, hoping that you're doing the same. Your brother doesn't have any criminal history. And it appears that your father has been in your life. There is absolutely no excuse. You don't even have the excuse that I grew up in the foster care system. And there are people in the foster care system who don't go around pulling guns on people. If you want things, you need to work for things. I don't know why you thought that instead of getting a job and buying your own Air Jordans, it was easier just to steal them. Do you understand? Now, when you go to prison, let me just tell you, prison is not easy. People be looking at you some sort of way, and I think you know what I mean. You need to keep your head down. Don't become institutionalized. Don't come from the prison with all these gang tattoos on your body. And definitely, if you are going to get tattoos, because I understand sometimes people have to join a side while they're at the prison. Here's the thing. Don't get any tattoos on your face. You understand? Don't shave your head and get tattoos on your head. Don't get tattoos on your eyelid. Don't do the face tattoos. Don't do any tattoos above this line. Do you understand? Because when you get out, hopefully you will get your life in order. You understand? And while you're there, if you need a GED, you can get a GED. It's free. Taxpayers will pay for it. While you're there, you can get your college degree. Guess what? It's free. Taxpayers will pay for it. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
You know what prison I would be going to?
No, your attorney will be able to let you know.
Judge, we did have one victim impact.
All right. Excuse me, Mr. Torres. They have victim impact. All right. So everyone, here's the thing. I understand it's hard on y'all because he's only 18 and y'all wanted him to have probation. But I can't have you all wailing in the court, although I understand where it's coming from. But if you do, what's going to happen? It's going to put the deputies on alert. And when deputies go on alert, guess what? Everybody gets kicked out of the courtroom. Okay. All right. So, and here's the other thing, guys, just make sure you write letters to him at the prison and don't forget about him. You understand? Because some people get sent to prison and you know what? They come to court because I've been a defense attorney. They cry. They don't want their relative to go to prison. And then guess what? I'm the only person who's writing letters to them. So you can visit him. You can write letters to him. You can put money on his books and it's easy now because you know what? You can do it all electronically. You can go to Barnes and Nobles. You can send him books to keep him uplifted and keep him on his path. And when you send him letters and talk to him at the prison, remind him that you all are waiting for him and remind him, do not get tattoos from here up to here. You understand? All right. You have victim impact?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Mr. Torres, I require that everybody treat everybody with respect. So nobody's going to be shouting. I just ask that you internalize what is being said. You may proceed.
I'm the one that you robbed for the pair of shoes. I come from a good family just like you. I also made similar mistakes in my past, so I feel sympathy for you. But I feel pain on behalf of your family. Your family loves you very much. Think deeply about where you want to be in life. Living the way you have only bring pain, distress, and suffering to yourself and those around you. What you did is wrong. Look at where your actions have led you. We are human. We make mistakes. We are imperfect. So for that, I forgive you. I don't want you to be in prison for 8 years. You're young and you made bad decisions. I understand that. I suggest you seriously reconsider your line of work. And I wish you the best of luck and may God be with you.
Thank you. Oh, Norma, the attorney has it, yeah. And if you all will, you can always call the jail. And when he gets ready for transfer, they'll let you know which prison he's going to. And you can also, if you Google Texas offender and type his name in and date of birth, it will tell you which location he is at. And you'll be able to see the hours of visitation and when you can go visit. So I'm not your attorney, but here's my advice. He's young. He's just been sentenced to 8 years. When visitation comes up at the Bear County Jail, you need to go over there and uplift him and let him know that you all are going to be there for him. So don't abandon him at this point. So somebody should always be writing letters to him and letting him know you got a job lined up for him. You have these other things for him, okay? All right, thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, Norma, who's the attorney on Maria Anita? Oh, okay, he's here. Hi.
Yeah. Brittany Lewis.
No, I think she's in custody. Is you?
This way.
I know, you too slow.
Good, thank you.
All right, she's not here. Norma, has a warrant been issued for her or no?
Yes.
All right, could I see her file? Sure. I'm sorry? Oh, Deputy Laura, can you call somebody's outside with a,
She's had an anxiety attack. I don't know. Sorry, Judge, can we approach on the?
just give us one moment. Let me see. Wait. Okay. All right. All right. So on Linda Rose Flores or Linda Eileen?
Miss Ali, Judge, I didn't.
No, no problem.
She's had an anxiety attack and it's like it's right before me keep it.
Okay. All right. They need to separate to give her room to breathe. All right. Thank you so much for coming over. All right. Yes.
Just, since I've been notified of my appointment on this, Your Honor, I reached out at the information that I had that was provided me for, and there was no good information as far as phone numbers. I sent an SB7 letter to the address that was given to me. I've had no contact with the defendant.
No, a judge's warrant has been issued since. Norma, double check on this. You sure there's a warrant out for her? It's 2024 CR 0492. Okay, we're gonna see if there's a warrant already issued. Still? And probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2024 CR 4903, State of Texas versus Kristen Marie Sill. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state defense?
Christopher Ramos for the defense.
And are you Miss Sill?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, and we did.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Miss Sill, did you review the document entitled Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right, you're gonna need to speak up.
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1? Thank you. Less than 1 gram, that's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Sill, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. This is run concurrent with 696-722, 696-723. They're taking in consideration 709072. There should be restitution in 696-722 to Jonathan Prince and restitution in 696,723 to Jordan Marino, Merino. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and there's to be, I'm assuming, no contact with Walmart?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, no contact with Walmart at 12639 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78231. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
State off.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, my client has described that she suffers from a schizoaffective disorder. She's been diagnosed and she's on medication right now. We respectfully ask that the court and for her to be evaluated by the MIC or for MIC supervision of the mental health caseload. I think that could be a big benefit for her. She's currently receiving services once she gets out with the Center for Healthcare Services. And I think that's going to be very valuable for her. So we're asking for that special accommodation.
All right. Who's your support system?
Right now, this is.
All right. What about family members? All right. Do you have any children?
Yes.
What are their ages?
16 and 15, they're with their father. I don't have contact with them.
All right. When's the last time you had contact with them?
I finally got to speak to my daughter after trying for several years. But while I was at House Point, so I guess 5 months ago.
All right. And when's the last time you were employed?
Just this following year, I worked at Hotel Havana. I was in the middle, and I ended up quitting because I had was dealing with anxiety and I wasn't on the medications yet. So
Okay. Hotel Havana.
yes,
All right. They used to have great shrimp cocktail. Then they stopped carrying that. I don't know why. But all right. So why are you committing all of these offenses? What's with the theft and what's going on?
voices were telling me that I was supposed to go like inspect the perimeter and then knock on the door if I seen anything that was out of the ordinary and then I don't know, I know it sounds silly now, being on my medications that I'm on now, it kind of sounds silly, but it was something that I was dealing with. And it just seemed like got set up somehow. I was being bullied and exploited, and I finally was able to get out of that. I'm trying to pull my husband out of that. So I guess it was just a mixture of a few things that are now actually been just smoothing out.
And I can offer, Judge, the person that you see before you right now or in front of me is very different than the person I saw on the body camera during this incident. So she's taking a lot of steps in the right direction to address her mental health.
All right, this is what the court is going to sentence you to. 3 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. This is run concurrent with 696,722, 696,723. There is to be restitution and cause number 696,722 to Jonathan Prince, and in cause number 696,723, there's to be restitution to Jordan Marino, Merino. Court is taking in consideration 709072. I could do a referral to mental health court. I don't know if the state is willing to grant her a motion for new trial if she's accepted into the mental health court. That's something you can talk to them about. State, Is this a case that you all would consider granting a motion? Well, not granting, I'll grant the motion for new trial, but not objecting to a motion for new trial if she's placed in the mental health court? My understanding is that she has mental health issues. All right, so probation, we'll do a referral to the mental health court and just let them know that if she's accepted, the state seems as though they're willing to do a motion for new trial, because I know they don't accept people who are on probation. Oh, what ends up happening is we'll file a motion over there, and not a motion, we'll do the referral, and on the referral, we'll let them know that the court will consider a motion for new trial if she's accepted. And then the motion for new trial will be granted if nobody has any objections to it. And then that way they can monitor her and monitor her more stringently. And so I'll do a referral to mental health court. And Norma, they usually will accept them if they're in custody, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so she's going to remain in custody for a referral to mental health court. If you have any issues with that, you can talk to attorney Renee Munoz, because he's done it for his clients before, and he may be able to get her transitioned quickly.
Do you have a sense of how long she's gonna be in jail for a little bit, so I have to work out some misdemeanors. Do you have a sense of how long the referral takes?
Oh, since we're doing it now and it's Friday, maybe next week.
Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you.
just as long as it's sent to them. And if you talk to them, they'll tell you when they have their evaluations to see if they're accepting someone or not. All right, so that'll be a referral to mental health court. We'll do a MIC evaluation. If the MIC evaluation is too long, we'll just do a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. For me, if it's going to take beyond 4 weeks, then we'll just do a referral to Center for Healthcare Services.
Since she's gonna stay in custody for this evaluation, would you like me to go ahead and do the mental health the NIC eval in custody?
Yes, and counsel, if she's not accepted and you see that the MIC evaluation is taking too long, we can always bring you back. So if it's taking more than 3 weeks, just come back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll do mental health evaluation. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. We'll do a TAP evaluation in custody. They tell me that's a quick turnaround.
Thank you, Judge.
And I'll follow recommendations of TAP. There's 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she completes parenting classes, the community service restitution will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Walmart at 12639 Blanco Road. That's 78231. Field visits 1 time per month until in mental health treatment. And I don't think it's appropriate for you to be staying with friends, because I don't know who these friends are. So Lifetime Recovery may be able to have placement for you, or if you're accepted in mental health court, they'll find a placement for you. So if not accepted in mental health court, then Lifetime Recovery. And Lifetime Recovery, they also help you with sober living facilities as well. Probation, is there anything else she needs? All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, you're welcome. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Yes, please. All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, yes.
Judge, were you gonna do anything for proof of employment or no employment?
Yes, I'm sorry. Could I see that? Because of the mental health issues and what's happening, I'm going to give you proof of employment within 60 days. And there should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Okay. All right, we can go off the record. If there's anything that you need and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and let me know what's going on. Of course, it's Monday through Friday, not on weekends, not on holidays. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So on this one, we're going to write, yes. Is there anyone else who's ready?
We're running a Chris Dunning, Your Honor.
All right. Christopher Dunning. Oh, I'm sorry. Could I have the file stamp? And it's a motion to revoke. Oh, sorry. It is not a motion to revoke. This is a sentencing, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah.
It's a text. I think it was just like the tap about it.
Ah, okay. Because somebody did a lot of writing for just
Yeah.
Okay, all right, court is calling 2023-3065 State of Texas versus Christopher Dunning. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Ricardo Briones for Chris Dunning.
And are you Christopher Dunning?
Yes, sure.
All right, so we're here for sentencing. You entered a plea on May 13th. According to your plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense. They're recommending deferred adjudication. All right, so I can tell you all to begin with this no harmful or injurious contact with Lori Dunning. Is she present?
She's actually.
All right, so I'm not going to follow the no harmful or injurious contact with Lori Dunning unless I have a chance to speak with her.
I understand.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be no contact for now. And if y'all want to bring her in at a later date, I'll be available to hear that. But I'm not going to follow the no harmful or injurious contact for now because I haven't spoken to her. So do y'all wish to continue even though I'm not following the no harmful or injurious contact?
Do you think we could possibly come in tomorrow and no,
I could recall it back for Monday or Tuesday.
that means you're gonna be incarcerated? I can be back on Monday, Your Honor. Actually, I'm sorry, not Monday. I do have a mediation. I apologize. So, sorry.
I would advise not calling because right now you probably still have no contact conditional. You've been living there? Okay. I have no idea what your conditions are, so.
So I can,
We didn't want to say it too short.
yeah, so I can bring you all back on Tuesday. So I can call you all back on Tuesday.
That's fine.
It's okay.
All right, so we'll recall you back on June 25th and we'll take up the matter. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. You're welcome.